Hi everyone, how are you? In this video I'm gonna address a question I actually get quite often on my apps, and it's kind of a beginner question. If you're an advanced business person, it's not for you. The question is, how much money do I need to start a business? And it's a little bit of an awkward phrasing, but I get precisely this phrasing a lot. People ask, how much money do I need to start a business? And of course, the answer is, it depends on your business. But I don't like that answer. I hate these kind of answers which are like, oh, this depends on blah blah blah. It depends. I can't tell you. No, I'll tell you. But you just have to. There's a methodical way to figure it out. That's all. So it doesn't matter what your business is. Let's say that your business is a restaurant. So you want to start a restaurant or any business, whatever. Here's how to go about knowing how much money this will require. There's a term. It's a little bit of a intimidating term. It's called cash flow analysis, and it's basically and I have a whole video about that, but it's basically like an itemized list, and you list all the expenses. So there are expenses that are going to happen before you start your business. In case of a restaurant, you might need to get the space, you might need to remodel, you might need to test out the menu, you might need some legal help, you might need to apply for licenses and permits and whatever in your city. Those might be parts of some of your expenses to start. Now, once you have started, your cash flow becomes not just the cash flow out of your business, but also cash flow in. So you will have some money coming in from revenue, from people, visiting your restaurant. But you will also have different costs. You will have employee costs, you will have inventory costs, which is the food. You will have you're gonna have to replace some furniture, some silverware, some plates sometimes. So you will have those costs that are ongoing month to month. You will have like utility bills. You will have many costs. The trick is you gotta list them, all the costs, and you gotta know those numbers, the costs, in that cash flow analysis statement. And then to answer the question of how much money do you need to start your business? Well, I would say for a restaurant, you certainly want to give yourself at least a year of cash, maybe more, to make sure that the restaurant becomes stable as a business. It grows, in the neighborhood, people know it, things like that. Because what I often see, and this is a very sad case, where people are like, they raise the money just enough to get started, and then they get started and they're like 3 months in and they're running out of money. And that is the worst feeling in the world. I mean, that's so stressful, and like people go really, people have like depression almost, because it's like they spend like so much money, so much effort, so much time, and then it's like hopeless because everybody in the world knows they're about to fail, so nobody will give them any cash. They can't get loans, they can't they could get loans, but that would be at amazingly terrible rates. So you can't get loans, you can't get investment, like nobody will help you, right? You just pretty much, that's it, you're counting your days. So you do not want to be in that situation. If you have a brick and mortar business, which is like a term for, like a physical store or a physical restaurant, not like a website, then you certainly want to give yourself enough time, and even more time than you think that it will require, because often what happens is, like, as entrepreneurs, we're excited about our businesses, so we underestimate how long it will take to really make that business a business. So in our minds, like, the deadlines are shorter. So add up your costs to start, to keep going, and make sure you're able to keep going the restaurant. You can keep the restaurant open for or whatever your business is, for like at least 12 months. And that's how you find the cost. That's how much money you will need for that business. Now, if you are doing a restaurant, you will find that this is a tremendous amount of money. At least if you live in like the Western world. I don't know, maybe it's cheaper in a different country, but United States, UK, France, Germany, Canada, whatever. Those kind of countries, it's unbelievably expensive. That really adds up. Okay? So those costs, it's really expensive. So one thing, of course, you can do is take a look at ideas which do not require as much capital. But the process of counting how much money it will take to start a business is the same. The only caveat is, of course, you may not know the costs, right? And that is like important point where I want to stop, because on your team you must have someone who knows what the costs will be. There has to be someone who has the experience of starting this kind of business before, and you really want that either in form of mentorship or an investor or like a consultant or whoever, or a co-founder, but someone has to have started and successfully run that business before, hopefully, because otherwise that first 12 months is going to be a bunch of learning experience. You know, like you're going to be learning from your own mistakes because nobody's done it before. So you got to have expertise in that niche on your team, and that really can make the difference between failing or succeeding, because someone who's done it before, like one piece of their advice and they can save you like 6 months of mistakes, you know, like 6 months or 12 months of like just incorrect strategy, because they'll know that they'll be able to recognize which strategy works, which strategy doesn't work, and what's, you know, they'll have that sense because they've done it. And that's a very underestimated detail in the whole thing. So I really, guys, want you to focus on, you know, creating that itemized cash flow analysis to figure out how much money it costs to start your business, and then of course make sure that you have deep expertise on your team in starting that kind of business, and that is how you figure out how much money you need to start your business. So it's not rocket science. There's no guessing. Actually, there's really very little guess. There should be very little guessing. You know, for different businesses there can be some guessing, because sometimes innovative business ideas you really don't know many things. But for many businesses, I mean, you want to take a lot of the guessing out and do this kind of thing that I explained. So that's it. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel here, and then you'll get more videos like this with like business tips. And of course, check out the mobile apps that I've created. They're the Problemio business apps. They help you plan and start your business, and they're available as a 4-app course covering business ideas, business planning, marketing, and fundraising, which I know are the topics where entrepreneurs struggle with the most. Probably if you are starting a business, you are dealing with one of those issues the most, like business ideas, business planning, marketing, or fundraising. I know, because on the apps there are so many, like there's like, I think at the point of this taping there's like 250,000 entrepreneurs, and I know that they're all dealing with at least one of these issues. I just have too much of a sample set. So that's it. Check out the apps, please, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.